but how unbelievable is that? Yeah, unbelievable.
יושב בסתר עליון, בצהר שדית לא נהן. אמר לאדוני, מחסי, ומצודתי אלוהי יפתחו. כי הוא יציך מפח יכוש. No, stay there. Stay on the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk. Please.
We have to wait for them to finish.
כי אדוני יציך מפח יכוש, מדבר הבון, בברהתו, יחסך לך בתחת, כנפיו תחסה צינם, וסוחר רעם איתו. Gentlemen, step back. לא תירא מפחד לילה, מחציהו ימם. מדבר באופל, יהלוך מכתב ישוף צהריים. יפול מצידך, אלף ורבם, ממינך אליך לא ייגש. רק פניך תביט, בשלומת רשעים תירם, כי אתה אדוני מחסי, עליון שמת מעונך. לא תוני אליך רע ונגלום, יקרב בהלכם. כי הוא יצילך מפח יכוש, מדבר הבון, בעברותם, יסח לך ותחת, כנפיו תחסה צינם, וסוחר רע איתו. לא תירא מפחד, לילה מחציהו יומם. מדבר באופל יהפוך, מכתב ישוב צהריים. יושב בסתר עליון, בצל שדי יתרונן, אמר לאדוני מחסי, ומצודתי אלוהי יפתחו. יפול מצדך אלף, ורבבה מפניך אליך לא ייגש. רק פניך תביט, בשלומת רשעים תירם. כי אתה אדוני מחסי עליון, שמת מעונך. לא תונה לך רע ונגלום, יקרב בהלכם. כי מלאכיו יצווה לך, ושמרך בכל דרכיך. על מקומו יבוא ושלום. May Jeffrey Goodman go on to God in peace. And let us all say, Amen. It is customary in our tradition that we begin our farewells with a psalm. Psalm 23 is a psalm that is generally started as we say farewell to our loved and dear one. Mizmor David, Adonai roi lo echzor, binot eshet yarbitzehini, al mei menulchot yinachalani, nafshi yoshev yadchini ברגל צדק למען שמו. גם כי אלך בגיא צל מוות, לא אירא רע כי אתה עמדי, שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני. תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צרי, דשנת והשם את ראשי כוסי רוויה. אך טוב וחסד ירדפוני כל ימי חיי, ושבתי בבית אדוני לאורך ימים. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, giving me repose in green meadows, leading me beside the still waters to revive my spirit, guiding me to the right path, for that is God's essence. Though I walk through a valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your staff and your rod, they comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We are here this afternoon to say farewell to Jeffrey Goodman, Mordechai ben Minia. Jeffrey was born on June 23, 1993, to his parents David Goodman and Minia Abramovich. Jeffrey is survived by his sister Sarah Goodman, married to Ian McPherson, stepsister Marion, and half-sister Lily Goodman. Our Jewish tradition has a strong custom to speak about our deceased loved one at funerals. What we do for the loved ones in the wake of death falls under the category of what our ancestors, our sages, and our rabbis call chesed shel emet, true love. Because in this case, one cannot expect the favor to be returned. With respect to eulogies, which are considered one of the highest good deeds, mitzvot, that we can do, it is our duty to perform chesed shel emet, and that means that we attempt to sketch a clear, accurate portrait, as well as we can, of the ones that has left us. Because it is only when we leave here today with a clearer picture of who Jeffrey was that we can really begin to mourn. So today, we are very fortunate that Jeffrey's sister Sarah will begin and let us know some of her memories and some of her impressions of Jeffrey. Sarah, I'll ask you to come forward now.
Okay, bear with me as words are hard to find right now. I'm Sarah Goodman, who's Jeffrey Goodman's sister, and I was really lucky to grow up with him and had an opportunity to be by the side of him growing up and having a lot of good memories together. I love Jeffrey a lot, and I hope you know that, Jeff. I love you a lot, and I miss you a lot too. But I know now you are at peace, and I know Bub and Zeta are there for you now to take you under their wing, take care of you. And growing up with Jeffrey was a pleasure, but brother and sisters fight as everyone does growing up, and I was lucky to go through the good and bad with him, and he is such an adventurous kid, just so much heart and love, and he was he's so funny. He had such a sense of humor, and he loved to play jokes on his family and his friends. And me and him would hide under the racks at Sears back in the day for my mom, and my mom would run around frantically at Sears looking for us, and we'd be giggling together in the racks. She couldn't find us, and then we were there together, hiding. And we will always be together until I see him again one day. A lot about Jeff, and if you were able to get to know him and be with him, you know how kind he was, how friendly and caring and compassionate, loyal, and just always there for you when you needed him. He can always put a smile on your face. He was so talented. He was a fast learner. He was musically inclined. He loved to play guitar growing up. He was so good at guitar. And he spoke French. And he was just a light in my life. And I know he was a light in a lot of people's life. And I'd like to thank you all, if anyone's, for people that are here and my family and friends. And just thank you for your support and your kind words. And I know Jeffrey would say he loved you all, and he loved his mom, Minya Goodman, fiercely, and his father, David Goodman, and his sister, me, and Marianne, and Lily, and all of his family and friends. He loved everyone, and I'm going to tell you now for him that he wants you all to know how much he loved you and how much he is happy now. He is happy now, and that's something I can find comfort in, knowing that he is at peace with my Bobby. It still is really surreal. It doesn't feel real yet, but I know that everyone here, we all have a chapter, and everyone has a life, and we all have each other to get through it and to be there for each other. So I just want everyone to hold who you love tight. You look them in the eyes. You tell them you love them. Because no moment is forever, and you have to do that now and live in this moment, because that's all we have is now. And Jeffrey would be happy to see us all together, and I miss him. I miss him so much, and I want to say that we're always here for you, Jeffrey. If you ever need to come visit us in our dreams or show us a sign, we would love to see something, anything, because we miss you. And the sun shines today. It's a beautiful day, and you're taken to heaven with my Bobby and my Zadie, and they're taking very good care of you. Miss you a lot, and I'm gonna just hug you. I want to hug you really hard, and one day I will. And until that day, it'll be in my thoughts and my prayers every day. I miss you, and I love you, and I wish I could have done more. I hope one day I can make it up to you. But you're gone too young, too soon. Your chapter wasn't lived. But I'm going to do my best, and I know everyone that know him will do their best to do good and be good for him in Jeff's name. Please, everyone, promise me you can do that, because that's what we need to do. Thank you, everyone, and I love you all.
Sarah, those were beautiful, beautiful words. You identified something that is part of our faith and part of our heritage. when the great divine speaks of human beings, it is always said that every human being is like a candle. Once the light is lit, the candle continues to burn. In Jeffrey's case, I've heard over and over again that he was friendly. He had a smile, great loyalty, great friends. He was the candle, the spark, the light around which he had friends that adored him, liked him, respected him. And so, Sarah, you underlined the fact that Jeffrey was someone who people liked to be around. You said he had a good sense of humor. He was quick with a smile. He was very loyal to his friends. He was intelligent. He spoke French. I'm told he went to Kelvin High School. And his profession had to do in the broadcast industry. Apparently he was involved in some of the broadcasts of the Blue Bombers sport games and others as well. So he had a lot of good qualities that it's important for us to continue. He loved music, played the guitar. Friends of his looked forward to being in his company. He had his bar mitzvah at age 13 and continued to harbor a very personal relationship with his tradition. He felt, his mother told me, he needed to be connected to the divine, to God in some fashion. You mentioned the fact that he was very, very fond of his Baba and Zeta and vice versa. To him it was very important that he receive Zeta's talit, prayer shawl. Now, the special relationship that he had with his Baba really significantly pointed something out when I spoke to his mother yesterday, to Minya. He was so respectful of Baba that he made it his prerogative to learn to speak Yiddish so that he can converse with her. And once he had that, he continued to use Yiddish phrases in his daily conversation with friends. You know, it's interesting, I was told that maybe this is a divine signal. In the Kabbalistic portion, Kabbalah of Judaism, somebody would say maybe this is what it was meant to be. That today is the actual day that his Baba passed away. So it is really interesting to me that now that Jeff and his Baba are together, there's no doubt in my mind that they're having a conversation in Yiddish to continue their wonderful close relationship. It is customary at this time for us to say the Mourner's Kaddish. Now, I'm going to say it very slowly so you can follow the words that you have there, either Hebrew or transliteration. Or you can just repeat after what I said. So we'll take our time and do the Mourner's Kaddish. Afterwards, the memorial prayer will be chanted, and then we will conclude our service. Mourner's Kaddish. Itkadal ve'itkadash shemei Rabbah. Ve'alma divrach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye b'chol Beit Israel ba'agala uvizman kariv vimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Ul Almei Almaya. Itbarach ve'ishtabach ve'itba'ar ve'itromam ve'itnaseh ve'ithadar ve'ithaleh ve'ithalal Shmei de Kurisha Brichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Israel v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimramav hu ya'aseh shalom עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו Amen. I would like to share the following words with the family. המקום ינחם אתכם בתוך שער, אבלי ציון וירושלים. May God comfort you and all who have mourned Zion and Jerusalem. And let us all say, Amen. The El Malerachamim is a memorial prayer that many of our rabbis call a phone call to the soul, because the names are included both in the Hebrew portion, and I'll repeat it again in English. El Malerachamim Shochen Babrovim Amatzei Menucha Nachona Tachat Kanfei Hashkinah B'mahalot Keroshim Utchorim Kezohar Harakiah Mazhirim Et Nishmat Mordechai Yitzchak Ben Minya Shalach Lelamo Bagat Eden Tehu Menuchato Ana Bal Harachamim Astirech Ubesete Kerofech Olamim Utzror Bitzror Hachaim Et Nishmato Adonai Hu Nachalato V'tanuach b'shalom al mishkavo v'nomar Amen. Exalted, compassionate God, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and the pure to the soul of Jeffrey Goodman, Mordechai Yitzchak Ben Minya, who has gone to his eternal home. Merciful One, we ask that our loved one find perfect peace in your eternal embrace. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. May he rest in peace. And let us say, Amen. I'd like to thank those of you who came here, pallbearers who helped out today. It's a great mitzvah that you did. And for those of you who are watching us on our broadcast, it's never too late to do a phone call, send a message of condolence. To remind everyone, his name will be read out for the morning and evening services of the Sharet Tzedek, which are on YouTube and Facebook for the next week in lieu of Shiva, since we can't do that right now. So again, thank you very much for those of you who are watching and those of you who are here. And we'll continue now. You can shut the door.